Hulk Hogan passed away. It's a lot of controversy surrounding his death. Some of the things that we do while we living, it will be carried on with us when we transition into the afterlife. Top Flight TV here. Mr. Top Flight Films. How's everybody doing, man? We're going to chop it up today. We are definitely going to chop it up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You dig? And Angelos, what it do, homie? I'm chilling, man. We're going to chop it up. So as y'all know, Hulk Hogan passed away. I think 73, I think it was. Yesterday he passed. They said it was heart-related death, something like that. And the internet immediately erupted into controversy. Facebook specifically. A lot of memes, a lot of remembrance, and essentially, it's been split. In the black community, it's been split down two ways from what I noticed. You got people on one side saying, hey, fuck Hulk Hogan. We remember what he said. And we're going to talk about what he said in a minute. We're going to talk about what the Hawkster said. And then you got some black folks on the other side like, hey, man, listen, they making all kind of excuses. They saying all kind of different stuff that we're going to break that down because I'm very surprised today. I'm very surprised today from some of the people, some of the things I've been seeing. Me personally, I don't care either way. I don't care either way. I can't say I was a Hulk Hogan fan. Of course, we all watched WWF. Maybe I was a fan at one time. I was too young to remember. I don't really care. I posted a lot of stuff online because, I get paid now to post on Facebook. I got my first little piece of money to post and create content for Facebook. So I've been taking advantage of the Hulk Hogan situation. But I really don't care. Because the reality is, Hulk said what he felt, right? And let's just be real, man. Let's be real. This is how most white men are talking in their household. Most white men in their household are saying, look, don't come home with no nigger. It's no surprise. Even when they said Hulk said these things, nobody was surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised because that's just a reality. We're going to talk about the right and wrong in that. We're going to talk about, because yes, I understand why some people would say stuff like that, right? Wade, what it do, homie? I'm going to get to the comments too. I understand why people want people to stay within their race. They don't want their kids marrying outside their race. I get it. I understand. No problem. But the problem comes in when you're saying words like the N-word and you're saying it so freely and things of that nature. That's what we have a problem with. There's a way to say things and there's a way to do things. Apparently, Hulk's daughter like Soul Pole. And we are smoking on that Hulk pack today. Okay? Y'all light it up. I'm vaping on that Hulk pack. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't disrespect the dead. Just jokes. Just like he said nigga and all that. I'm just saying, you dig? But anyway, man, Hulk Hogan, man. We got people who have been kicking his back in, kicking his coffin down, you dig, as he has passed. And then you got people who are in defense of Hulk Hogan and saying, look, Hulk Hogan was my idol when I was a kid, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And people what I'm seeing on my timeline, people are really upset about Hulk Hogan and us talking about Hulk Hogan. They're mad that we're not upset about Hulk Hogan. And these are some of the same people who called Donald Trump a racist These are some of the same people who want to call out all the races when it comes to politics and all that stuff. But you mean to tell me Hulk is cool? So Donald Trump's a racist, but you don't mind Hulk Hogan's racism because he entertains you and your kids? Yeah, okay. World Style Media Holding says you need to stop tripping, bro. You be tripping too much. What do I be tripping about, sir? What I be tripping about? Gabriel says, what do you think about qualified people coming from other countries to work in the United States? I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. As long as they are not undermining foundational Black Americans, as long as they cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, from what I've seen, not all, of course, but it seems to be this common theme where people come from other countries and they want to step on Black folks. They want to, and I can't say Black folks because a lot of people from Africa and the Caribbean, they'll come over and they will not want to associate themselves with us and they will try to throw us under the bus. So as long as they cool and they not on no racist stuff, they not on no oppressive type time, I have no problem with it. You dig? Okay, GOJ, we got action. GOJ said, I don't give a damns. I like Hulk Hogan. GOJ, you are of Latin descent? GOJ, aren't you of Latin descent? Dr. Smoke said, what do you think of Donald Trump? Man, shout out to Donald Trump, man. Shout out to Trump, homie. I have no problem with Donald Trump. He's taking care of business. Now, let me say this about Trump. Do I agree with every single move? No. But I do like the fact that he is changing things. He's actually doing work. What do these Democrats do? What have they done in 4 years? They don't even do work. They just do weird shit. Like Trump's been very busy for the past 6-7 months. He's been very busy, man. You dig? I'm talking about real tangible changes. Like a lot of tangible changes. I cannot be mad at that. Jack Bartho says, you're not American, you're from Africa. Okay, sir, you saying that doesn't change the fact that I'm a foundational Black American. So, you know, it really don't matter. We only gotta get into that today for real, because y'all always get mad when I explain to you why we're foundational to this land. You dig? Matorium, what it do? Y'all hit the like button for a brother, man. Setiwan, Winsu Setiwan, shout out to you, homie. Y'all hit the like button for me. Okay, Gabriel said, I'm an aircraft mechanic in Brazil. I would like to work in another country to absorb new culture. Hey, that's cool, man. Shit. As long as you come over here and respect the land and respect the people here. Unfortunately, a lot of people come over here and they don't respect the program. You know what I'm saying? They try to throw Black folks under the bus, man, or foundational Black Americans. Mirwan CH says, how are you? How are you, my man? Yeah, but back to Hulk Hogan. It's Black folks in their feelings about Hulk Hogan. They're still typing about him. They're very upset that people are not upset. They're very upset that people are making jokes. What we do in our lifetime, man, we really had to be careful because people are going to talk about it when we pass. If I was an asshole here on earth, after I go, that legacy is going to live on. You understand? Even on YouTube, the words that I say, I always keep this in mind. The words that I say on YouTube, it will live on when I pass. My kids will be able to refer back to this if YouTube is still around, if these videos are still up. They're going to be able to refer back to this and say, this is the type of man my father was. So Brooke Hogan, I'm sure she already knew. I'm sure she grew up hearing the N-word. Yeah? Yeah. You got Black people out here that are willing to forgive and forget for those comments. And that's ludicrous to me. We're the only group, some of us in our community are the only people that will forgive something like that. Other cultures, they don't forgive. You understand? Other cultures, you say something about the small hats, They'll snatch your bank account like they did with Kanye West. You'll never work in the industry again like Kanye West. It's over for you. You're an outcast. You're an outlier. It's over. We need to take notes from that. You understand? But you still got a certain small section of the black community that are very compassionate and they feel sorry for people and things of that nature, man. So like you don't see other groups letting shit like that slide. And the reason why is because it's warfare at the end of the day. At the end of the day, once you start letting people do things and say things about your group, that can turn into something else. You can turn into a doormat. Julian Hampton said he had people attack the Capitol in broad daylight and pardon them. You just lost me. Julian, how you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Now, I'm gonna say this with all due respect, my brother, because I want you to get a different perspective. And I don't want you to I want to offer you a different perspective. I respect your perspective, but I want to offer you a different perspective on Trump and January 6th. Number one, when I saw January 6th, I was surprised, I was disappointed, I was wondering why they weren't shot down to the ground immediately when they rushed that joint. But then I had to stop and get out my feelings. I say, you know what? I gotta respect these people because these people, they're not on the internet typing. They're not on YouTube talking. These people went and they did what they felt was right. They put their life on the line, right? They put their freedom on the line for the cause. Whatever cause, I don't even know what cause that they were mad about. But they put their who is this just keeps putting the same stuff that's getting hidden. Weird. Stop being weird in the chat. No, I said 33 times. It's just hot as balls out here, man. It's hot out here. I'm not trying to show off. I don't need to show my tattoos. I'm a grown man, dog. So back to what I was saying. My perspective on January on J6 is I respect any group of people that will fight for the cause that they believe in. You understand? Do I agree with what they went in there for? No, of course not. But I gotta respect it. Once you get out your emotions and you look at it from a virtuous standpoint, then you're gonna look at it differently. You understand? As far as Trump pardoning them, that pissed me off at first. But then I had to stop and say to myself, I had to say, you know what? Those were Trump's people. And I gotta respect Trump for looking out for his people. You understand? Gotta respect him for that. He looked out for his people, man. It is what it is. Stephanie says, boo Trump. Y'all hit the like button for y'all not gonna hit the like button for me this afternoon, man? What's going on? My chat normally comes in and hits the like button. Very respectful chat, man. So yeah, I guess we could close out with Hulk Hogan. It is what it is. It's something to talk about. It's controversy. And just remember, this is just a takeaway for everybody in the chat. This is something everybody in life should remember, man. Be a good person here on earth, man. So when you pass, you can be held in high regard and you won't be slandered or you won't be dragged all over the internet. And you won't be a meme for the next week and a half. Stephanie said, I respect everyone's opinion. Diesel said, we need to like it first fold. Okay, yeah, no problem, cuz. You don't gotta like it. You don't have to like it, my brother. It's no sweat. Alex the chef said, what's up, bro? Can I get a happy birthday, bro? Greetings from SWE. Shout out to Alex the chef. Happy birthday to you, homie. Go buy yourself something, man. Go do something. Go do something that pleases you today, man. Earth Gang 1996 says, the sun shone on you too much. You have burned. What country are you from, sir? Ismail Gaming said, bro, ICE was in my home and I am with my dog. And they said that I look Mexican. And they hit me and told my dad, and he was in the Air Force and they got fired. Oh, damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy story, man. Shout out to Sweden. Jet So, what it do, homie? Denise, what's happening? Yeah. Mike Jack says, y'all talking about anything and everything, but the Epstein list. This list needs to be mentioned on the news every day of the week. Mike Jack, let's talk about it. You must be new to the channel. I just did a video on Epstein and Trump's relationship last week. But let's talk about it. We here. I do want to say this about Trump. Trump has a very embarrassing relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Trump is ashamed, embarrassed, and it looked like he may be hiding something with his relationship with Jeffrey. I do want to say that we gotta put that out there. It's too much going on. It's too many instances where they're implicating Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. We got footage, okay? They saying he wrote a letter to Jeffrey in the shape of a woman and said something like beautiful secrets or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not saying Trump is a chomo. I'm just saying he has a very embarrassing, shameful relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. He wants to people to be quiet about it. You dig? Jessica Hobbs, shout out to you. Appreciate that. Josh D said, I thought this was the game at first. Had to do a double take. Jay's Box, what it do? Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button, too. Christian Vasquez, what it do, Holmes? Clara said, you look like the little version. People tell me every time they come in this chat, I look like the game or LeBron James. You dig? Mike Scream said, those files are never getting released. Skylar said they were lovers. Mike Jacks, no problem, man. Listen, we try to cover all topics. We're very objective over here. We come from the objective perspective. We don't do no biased stuff over here. I want to be 100% transparent, 100% honest. You dig? Jerome Smith said, R.P. Hulk Hogan. God damn it, Jerome. Is that a troll account? Because you can't be a black man. Look, a lot of these people, either they not from America, they not foundational black America, or they just some raccoons. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody in their right mind is talking about R.I.P. Hulk Hogan after it's been exposed of what he said. You dig? He called you a nigga. Like, he thinks you're niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. DCB channel says, how about Charlottesville, where he said that amongst the races, they were good people. Now, as far as that comment, we all know that there was more to what he said, and they edited that clip. I'm not going to defend Trump. I'm just defending the truth. You understand? So, Clara said, how tall is you? I'm 5'9". Ragnar said, are you a gang member? Do you like fried chicken? Ragnar, I appreciate the comment, homie. More Darkness says, objective, you calling people sambo. No, I mean, yeah, it's very objective. I'm allowed to make an observation, though, right? Am I not allowed to make an observation? Can we not be objective and I can still give my observation? When I say we're objective over here, I mean people can come in here, share their opinion, right? Without being kicked out, without being cussed out. You just see, somebody just asked me, am I a gang member? Do I like fried chicken? Nobody got mad at him. You did? More Darkness said, I need God. Jerome Smith said Hulk Hogan was a good man. Well, now he's a dead man, right? Right? Yeah. Mike Jack says, better put some respect on KFC. KFC is trash, Holmes. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't had KFC in years. AA Global Effects, what it do? What you do, what kind of effects you do? Iman Hayes said, professional vibe holder right here. Shout out to you, Iman. Sean Corey said, I was so suicidal today, but no one is listening. Hey, man, get you some help, man. Get you some help, bro. Go check into the hospital. Go check into the hospital, dog. I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go check into that hospital, man. Put them drugs down, put that alcohol down. I tried to kill myself when I was 13. I was drinking Night Train. Y'all know what Night Train is? Y'all ever heard of Night Train? And I got so depressed drinking that nasty ass wine. You dig? So first thing you do is put the bottle and the drugs down. That's gonna make it worse. More doctors said you had no father. No, my father was in my life. He still is in my life. My father's sick right now, but I grew up with a father. For everyone said, Sean, look for help, please. Bro 100 said, no reparations for you, brothers. You see, they still mad about the last stream. Listen, do y'all understand that the U.S. government just put out information to where as though you can Venmo the U.S. government to help clear up the national debt? Nobody can ever talk to us about a handout again. That's dead, man. You can never talk to us about a handout again. The U.S. government has a cup. The U.S. government has a cup right now online saying, hey, you guys can donate to help us get out of debt. Crazy. Guala said, Night Train, ill, you wanted to die. Well, no, the Night Train wasn't real potent to where it was going to kill me. It just made me mad depressed. Like, that's shit winos drink. You know what I'm saying? The Night Train had me super depressed, man. Jerome Smith said, when did Hulk Hogan say something about blacks? Oh, you weren't informed. I didn't know, brother. I'm sorry. You weren't informed. Brooke Hogan, his go Google it, bro. Like, we're in 2025. You can go Google it. He basically said he'd rather his daughter be with a tall N-word worth 500 mil or something like that plays basketball. He said the N-word three times with the hard ER. You dig? Guest said, let the rich donate. They don't know what to do with their money most of the time. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, bro. Like, what the hell are you asking us to donate for? Originator 9000 said, rest in peace. He said, rest in peace to the Honorable Pimp Hogan. HH, brother. Clara said he got... Oh, shout out to you, Fight Core Era, man. Shout out to Fight Core Era with the $40 super chat. That's what I like, man. He called me LeBron James. I told y'all, they even call me Game or LeBron James. Who else did they call me? Jeezy. When I was younger, they said I look like Usher. I don't see any of those things. But shout out to you, homie. I appreciate that. Butch Fletcher said, will China donate? That's a good question. Will Israel donate? Why doesn't Israel donate? Peter Johnson says, keep it a buck. Yeah. But anyway, Drake. Let's talk about Drake, man. Did y'all see that bullshit he dropped? Drake dropped something at 9 p.m. last night. I didn't even give it. Listen, I heard a little clip of it. I didn't want to hear it. He dropped a song with Central C. Okay, it's called Will She or some dumb shit. Like, this dude is, look, I'm officially a Drake hater. This dude is the worst. Like, I like old Drake. I still play his music. I still think that he is one of the best to ever do it. But throughout this past year, I have lost all respect for him. I even tried to give him a chance after the Super Bowl to say, hey, what's he going to come out with? Is he going to come back harder and better and greater? He has not read the room. He dropped some shit last night with Central C. It looks like he's trying to appeal to the UK now. He's mad at America. It's nasty, man. It's nasty work. You dig? More Doctor says, grown man with gray hair spending his day talking about Drake. Yeah, because I can, sir. You're in here listening. You can just, my man, if you don't like it, just bounce. That's all. Just bounce. That's all. No problem. We talk about Drake in here. We talk about hip hop. We talk about rap. We talk about politics. We talk about racism. Okay, we talk about relationships here. We talk about a plethora of things on this channel at Top Flight TV. You dig? If you don't like it, my man, you know where to do at. More Darkness says, I hope you have land to leave your children. Yes, I'm on my patio right now, sir. I have land and I have a home to leave my children. Why are you pocket watching? What do you have, sir? Iman Hayes said, raised on Bone Thugs and Harmony. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. My favorite group of all time. I had the pleasure of meeting Bone Thugs, Lazy Bone. Shout out to them. Classic, classic, classic. Now, I don't like a lot of their newer stuff. I'm really the first two albums, you know what I mean, I'm good. But those two albums were enough for me. The first three albums, let's say the first three. But Bone Thugs are very special, man. Very special. Hold on, I'm missing. Oh, 3-6 Mafia, man, listen. Jerome Smith said, what about 3-6 Mafia? 3-6 Mafia was a major part of my early 20s, okay? 3-6 Mafia was a major part of my early 20s. That's all I listened to was 3-6 Mafia. You dig? B. Smith says, what does gray hair have to do with it, fool? Young cats better pray they get old. Yeah, listen, that don't even bother me, dog. Listen, look, I shoot videos, right? So I'm around the youngins all the time. I shoot a lot of young people's music videos. So, you know, that doesn't bother me. I know my age. I'm 44 years old. I'm not, ashamed of that. It is what it is. I've lived a great life. And when you get to be 44, you realize that 44 is not that old. You understand? It's old to a 25-year-old or a 30-year-old. But in the grand scheme of things, man, like 44 is not even that old. Sonic Boom TV, what did it do, homie? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Sonic Boom TV. Yeah, they pocket watching, man. Y'all hit the like button for me, man, if you don't mind. Ragnar says, I love rap, especially drill. It keeps us rich. It keeps the hood poor. With CIA PSYOP. Yeah, well, pretty much, man. I believe drill music, and I believe a lot of stuff they put out there is definitely a CIA PSYOP. And I believe it's evidence to support that. You dig? Why do y'all always talk about Chicago, though? That's what I want to know. What is the fascination with Chicago? Do you know the dominant white society helped make Chicago what it is? Do you understand the people who were logged into academics and who support this music? Do you know it's really not black folks? You know who's at all these concerts? Whoa. Who the hell is putting all this bread up? Fight Core Era sent 400. Said, this is rupees. Oh, okay, shit, I'm about to say, Holmes. I'm about to say, goddammit. But I appreciate you. I appreciate the rupees, my brother. He said, this is rupees, not dollars. Man, I'm not a racist. I'm just poor. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, they like to do the per capita thing and all that. But the reality is, man, when you go to a Lil Durk concert, when you go to These type of concerts, man, it's the white community that are predominantly in there. So y'all keep talking about the Chicago lifestyle, the Chicago drill stuff, and the killings. You know, this is a collective thing, man. Who is the people who fund this stuff? The record labels that put this music out there, the networks that show uh, all the imagery. You dig? Yeah, I'm making excuses. More darkness. Clayton, shout out to you, man. Marquise Collins says, bro, being from Chicago, we still have our culture that thrive. That don't define us. Yeah. Hey, bro, no disrespect. Because I'm just talking to these people who think that Chicago is just all killing. When, from what I understand, I only been to Chicago one time. And Chicago is a beautiful city. You dig? But the reality is, man, it's a small sector of Chicago that has its issues, just like every other city. I live in Mountain, Maryland. Listen close, man. I live in Mountain, Maryland. Okay, it's a white town, right? And it's a filthy, not where I stay, not in my neighborhood, but I did live downtown. But I live in Cumberland, Maryland, and it's a filthy city, and it's poor, and it's poverty, and it's crime, and it's drugs. You understand? And it's pockets of places like this all over the country that nobody talks about. I'm talking about EBT, HUD, Section 8, Health Department. I'm talking about all kind of just ghetto shit in these little towns. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. You only want to talk about Chicago. You dig? Ed the Chef said Park Hill, New York. Shout out to New York. God damn it. Shout out to New York. I was out in New York not long ago. Gifted Love said Chicago is borderline segregated. Yeah, just like most of these cities, man. Most of these cities are segregated. You dig? Kawhi Ryder said Rising Sun, Maryland here. Shout out to you, man. Iman Hayes says, I was going to say poverty and crime everywhere. I'm from Rhode Island. Still get crazy here. Yeah, it's crime. And you know the thing is, these people know that everybody does crime. But we're like the scapegoat. We're like the thing that they can look to overlook the prominent chomo problem, right? That's in the Caucasian community. Is it not a chomo? I want y'all to go look up. I want y'all to go look up any one of these To Catch a Predators. You barely see any black folks on there. You might see one or two, but it's predominantly it's some immigrants and it's a lot of white folks on there. So when are y'all going to address the chomo problem in your community? At what point are you going to do that? What about the school shooter? When are y'all going to talk about the school shooters? You dig? I'm talking about killing innocent people. See, when somebody is killed in Chicago, they're killing over self-defense, right? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, other times they're killing over turf or drug war or something like that. When the school shooter walks into the school with the trench coat because somebody teased them, right? Somebody came in here the other day and said, what about black people killing black people for stepping on their shoes? Shit, at least somebody step on your shoes, they physically touch you. These school shooters are shooting people, shooting innocent people because they got picked on. Like, come on, man. Hey, DCB channel, hey, it's all good. I appreciate any super chats, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Marco Khan said, I just got rehabilitated and released from prison Saturday for 10 years. I went psycho and destroyed 15 houses. I came out 3 months ago. Now I'm living in my own place. Shout out to you, Marco. Make sure you got your safety net. Make sure you doing the right things and staying out of harm's way so you can stay free. You dig? DCB said he from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Iman Hayes says, at one point, I got mad if my shoe got stepped on. I tripped. Yeah, I mean, shit, that's at least a halfway valid reason to get into a fight. You dig? Devontae said original Cash Money Hot Boys better than Bone Thug. Are you sick? Are you mad? Are you mad, sir? You the Hot Boys look, and I was rocking with the Hot Boys real heavy too, but they didn't have half the talent that Bone Thugs had. I did a whole video on Bone Thugs a couple years ago. I want y'all to go listen to a Bone Thugs album. I want you to close your eyes, man, and listen to what they saying. Listen to how they saying it. Listen to how original they were. You dig? They were so original in their delivery and in their style. That's that the Hot Boys can't do nothing with that. More Darkness says you weak. Stepping on shoes is valid for murder. I didn't say that. You said that, and you definitely skipped over the school shooter thing. B Smith, what it do? Y'all hit the like button. C Wilson said East 99 is one of the greatest albums ever. Yes, that will definitely be in one of the greatest albums ever in my list. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Sonic Boom. More Darkness is doing too much, man. Uh, the trees said I can't breathe. Tsunami the Gamer said I'm from Cleveland. We still bump Bone Thugs. Dog, I still bump Bone Thugs. I was just bumping that shit in the gym today. You dig? Ragnar says rappers are your heroes, bro. You're cooked. Listen, man, rappers aren't my heroes, man. You dig? I've met most of these guys, so you know I definitely don't be tripping off the rappers. I turn down. People call me all the time. Hey, you want to come film such and such? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'd rather not. B Smith said you've been to the 757. That's VA, right? 757. That's VA. Yeah, I'm gonna be at VA Sunday, man. I'm gonna be down the beach. I'm gonna be down VA Beach Sunday, man. Sunday through Sunday. I'm out there. I'm gonna be going live down there too. You dig? Shout out to Virginia. I'm all over Virginia. I'm in Winchester, Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia. You dig? Fredericksburg. I was just out Fredericksburg the other day. You dig? Shout out to Newport News. Yeah, I almost died out. Was it Newport News? No, it was Virginia Beach, man. I almost drowned in that wave pool at that water park back in the day. Shout out to Hampton. I appreciate that, homie. Devontae once said, Juvenile 400 Degrees better than any Bone record. That is crazy. That is, that's crazy. That's crazy. Look here, man. 400 Degrees was dope, but Bone Thugs was just on a different level, man. They was just on a different level. You understand? DCB said, I haven't heard of anyone getting shot for stepping on someone's shoes since the 80s. Right? Like, they gotta update their stereotypes, man. You dig? They just, I don't know what they be doing, man. Greatness said, oh, we got Greatness 253. Baltimore said, shout out to Baltimore, man. I'm always in Baltimore. Always. I was just in Baltimore 3 weeks ago. I shot a couple scenes in Gilmore Homes, I think it was. Yeah. Shout out to Baltimore. That's definitely a third home of mine. You dig? Ed the Chef said 36 Chambers is one of the best albums. Shout out to Wu-Tang, man. Wu-Tang is definitely legendary. Cleveland in the building. I can talk about most of these cities, man. Cleveland is definitely in the house. You dig? Tsunami the Gamer said, bro, you make valid points. I'm subscribed, man. Shout out to you, homie. Aaron Murphy, BX718. Shout out to the 718, man. Marco Khan said, if teleportation was possible, I'd teleport to Phoenix because I know a guy there who can help me get my life on track. All right, cuz. Sharice Brewster from New York. Shout out to New York. Little Rock. Oh, Little Richard, the godfather of rock and roll. He absolutely is. Henry Hernandez says, what up, man? City of Syrup, where I'm from. Where you from, Houston? You from Houston? Philadelphia in the building, man. Shout out to Philly. Greatness says DMX is top 5. He's in your top 5. That's valid. That's valid. We can't knock that. Fight Court Era with more rupees says, do you like wrestling? I'm not a big wrestling guy, man. I'm not a big wrestling guy. Jersey in the building. Demi Hawk says Jersey's in the building. Armand Washington, shout out to you, man. Armand said, I'm not grieving. I remember. Big ups to you now. Big ups to you, man. Big ups to everybody that's standing 10 toes and not wavering and not on no raccoon shit. That's not on no sambo stuff. It's a crop of new Negroes out here. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who raised them, but it's a crop of new Negroes out here that just aren't on code. You dig? Charles Carter, I'm in Cumberland, Maryland, homie. Christopher said, go to hell if you don't like the Hawk. B. Smith said, that's a fact. They wired different. It's super different. I can't believe some of the stuff I've been saying today. I had to really snooze some people on Facebook because they was getting my blood pressure up. You dig? TDMOG says, dude is corny. You said that about 3 times, homie. Why are you in here listening to corny people? The Wild Kid said, do you like boxing? Yeah, I watch boxing every now and then. Armand Washington said, I am Crow, Prince George's County. Big ups to Maryland. Shout out to PG County, man. Yes, indeed. Boss Banger TV said, Hogan, a racist. RIP to Ozzy Osbourne. It's SME said, Cumberland. Damn, that's like Frostburg. Yeah, I'm about 10 miles from Frostburg. Barty said, first black man with a red sunburn. Now I'm just red, dog. I'm indigenous. See? I'm indigenous to this land. That's why I'm red, Holmes. You dig? Scoslaw said, how old are you? I'm 44, man. Shout out to you. Y'all hit the like button. Devontae said, Ultimate Warrior is the GOAT. I think I was rocking with the Ultimate Warrior. When we would play wrestling, when it was time to go out in the yard and play wrestling, I'm like, I'm Ultimate Warrior. I think he was a lot cooler than Hulk Hogan. Amon Hayes said, I used to be cool. I don't know, used to be cool to hustle, drink 40s and smoke blunts. Stack money, now it's cool to be the consumer of what was hustled, going backwards. Mac Nate said, white folks Indian too. That didn't even make sense, my man. That didn't even make sense. J.W. Tolbert said, no one is pure. Facts. I can agree with that. Thomas McIntyre said, I'm asking, you was a Hulk hater on black. I'm asking, you was Hulk a hater on black. Yeah, he said some very derogatory things about his daughter's black boyfriend. Your rep Morales, shout out to you, sweetheart. SME said he don't know. Native blood turns red in the sun. No burn feeling, but we might peel. Yeah, they don't understand, man. They don't get it. Release the list. Oh yeah, Ray Minnick, what it do, homie? He said, I saw you on that video with DJ Lucas. I like seeing Cumberland represented. Yeah, DJ Lucas came out here and he did a segment. If you don't know who DJ Lucas is, he is from Boston, Massachusetts. He was recently featured on Russ's album. Y'all know Russ? He was the only feature on Russ's album, which I thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? But he came out here, did a little interview, showed the town around, and talked to some of the movers and shakers out here. Yeah. Greatness said, real hustling is dead. These kids don't know how hard it was for us back in the day. Shout out to Texas. You're right. Release the list says, nations have names and they will never will be Indian. Stop the disrespect. Fuckface says, go Trump. Yeah, I'm rooting for Trump, dog. I'm rooting for Trump. I want Trump to prove all of these weird ass Democrats wrong. I want them to prove them wrong. I hope he does the right thing. Anybody that wants better for our future should be rooting for the commander in chief. You dig? You don't have to like him. You don't have to agree with him all the time, but you should be wanting to see the commander in chief do the right thing and prosper. You dig? Mac Nate said, I'm more Indian than you, bro. Sure you are. Barney Cummins says, no one in tribes want to be called Native Americans. They prefer to be called by their tribe name. But as a whole, they prefer Indian over Native American. He said, go meet people. I don't have to meet anybody, though. I can just go call my mother up. You dig? Thomas McIntyre says, thank you, brother. Keep up the good work. Shout out to you, man. Eugene said, how can you choose Bone over the Beatles? What? Bro, I've never understood the hype behind the Beatles. What good song does the Beatles have? Excuse my ignorance. All their music sounded like it was made like on trash cans. Like it don't even sound sonically. It's not pleasing to the ear. You dig? Like the Beatles, dog. Really? Ray Middick said, it made me sad to hear Triller say he won't make music anymore. It's cool to see him make music with his kids, but Triller definitely has some talent. Well, he just dropped a video. He dropped a video the day after that episode was released. We dropped his video. He's doing more like a Christian rap type of thing. Big Boston, Cambridge in the house. Hustling ain't dead. Just young niggas don't hustle because they always talking that ops nonsense. Unfortunately, dog. Barney said the reason why the Beatles were so popular is because they were the first to do it. No. Yeah, the Temptations is way better than the Beatles. C. Wilson. Like, come on, really? I've never heard the Beatles in my household. I've never heard one Beatles. My father, he was a lover of music. I've never heard a Beatles song played in my household. Mac Nate said, guess all ain't cut from the same cloth. Didgeridoo J. Doc said, can you shout out my aunt and me? We're having triplets. Off Beef said, free R. Kelly. Carter Jones says, the Beatles are just the most famous thieves. Bingo. There you go right there. There you go right there. Listen, we started this shit, man. Listen, let me tell you, man. Foundational Black Americans, man. 98% of the music came from us. 90% of this shit came from black culture. You dig? I'm talking about Elvis, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, all that shit. It's inspired by us, dog. We've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? No shade. No shade. Sonic Boom said, Quincy Jones said he had to get outside musicians to play the instruments on the Beatles records. I believe it. Noble Prince Hart said Elvis stole the whole black community swag, especially Chuck Berry, and the Beatles stole too. Of course. Sauce Spa Wiz, 100% of it was stolen from Mozart and Beethoven. Who was listening to Mozart and Beethoven, dog? Like, come on, man. If it wasn't for black culture, that's all we would have is classical music. You dig? Folk dancing and shit like that. Soul. We put the soul into the country, man. Okay, DCB said I can't get with you on the Trump thing, bro. Why people hate Donald Trump. I get it. I understand. I totally understand. But it's like people are obsessed with Donald Trump. I mean, people are super obsessed. Armand Washington said, that's right, truth is truth. Lil Richard is a patriarch. Tim Watcher said TDS. I don't know what that means. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. What else? So we talked about Drake. We talked about that. Look, Drake had this little segment of the Iceman where he was running from Pinocchio. This is what this man is doing, dog. Like, Drake is doing the corniest shit that I've ever seen in music history. He is running from Pinocchio. I guess that's supposed to be the lies. That look, that song, Not Like Us, I guarantee you it gives him nightmares. He has PTSD of what Kendrick did to that ass. That whole beef needs to be studied. It wasn't even a beef, it was a slaughter. This man is still running from the demons of that beef. Brandon Webb said, I'm no longer a fan of Hulk Hogan after what I read. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, man, you can't just be running around. TDMOG, top like, okay, all right, cuz. You corny, man, you corny. Boss Banger TV said, Kendrick not on Drake level. What level is Drake on at this point in time? Let's be real, man. This is coming from an ex-Drake fan. That man, he showed us how corny he was within this last year. Dude, what level are we talking about? He is in litigation. He got spanked so bad, he sued. What level are we talking about? Listen. Come on, man. Dude said Drake is still bigger than Kendrick. Listen. Nobody ever said Drake wasn't huge, okay? Nobody said Drake wasn't a superstar, super duper star. He absolutely is. You understand? But when it comes to hip hop, see, some of us don't care about these numbers that y'all keep talking about. Some of us care about the integrity of the sport. Now, I would have respected Drake if he'd have said, you know what, man? Kendrick, you got me. Good game. Shake hands. Just keep it pushing. But this Canadian clown, I'm trying not to curse, this dude decided to sue. He did so much bitch shit throughout the whole battle, man. Like, no real hip-hop head can respect that. Tiffany Wright, what it do? What's going on, man? Yeah, no real hip hop head can respect what Drake has done within this past year. You understand? And he's still running around here like mad at LeBron. Like, did y'all see LeBron partying to Not Like Us? Hilarious. Like, you ain't gotta respond. Nobody should respond to Drake. They should just film themselves turning up to Not Like Us. Let me tell you, man, that diss record, Not Like Us, that right there is enough. You can never jump back in the ring after that. And it looks like Drake is kind of like trying to egg Kendrick on again, or he's trying to start some shit again. I don't know where his team is at. His team should have really guided him in a better direction. Justin Coltrane said, why are you talking about other men? Because I want to, sir. Why are you on here listening to me talking about other men? Is Drake, are you a Drake glazer, sir? I know you love Drake. Don't get in your feelings, though, all right? We just talking hip-hop, man. This is what we do, all right? We talk sports. We can talk, different things, and we can talk hip-hop. It's not about talking about men. He's a fan. And I Am Legend. He's a super. The Drake fans are so sassy, dog. They are so emotional. TDMG, Top Flight been snitching. All right, cuz. Like, I'm about to get you up out of here in a minute. You keep being corny. I mean, at least say something like real stuff. Kendrick Corbin said, Douglas Corbin said, Kendrick sent Drake back to his Nickelodeon days. Everything he drops is trash. Bro, That shit is trash, dog. Like, come on, man. He had look. I ain't gonna front. When he dropped, what did I miss? That he had potential to go up. And then he kind of like changed lanes and like went to like some UK rap. You dig? I think he's giving up on America, man. I think he wants to pander to the UK. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you one thing, he does not want to piss that West Coast boy off again. He definitely does not want to do that. He definitely does not want to piss off Kendrick Lamar again. I guarantee you that. Y'all think Kendrick don't have some more in the chamber for him? Boss Banger TV said Chris Brown dropped a hard single yesterday. Well, oh, I ain't even hear it, man. I gotta check it out. Chris Brown is I like Chris Brown. Nizzle said K-Dot has all the integrity, morals, and values. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And you know, the thing about that battle is we're gonna be talking about that battle till the next 20 years. The thing about that battle is when they came with it, the morals and the values outshined the swag and the coolness and the shallow bullshit that Drake has to bring to the game. You dig? All right. Yeah. All right, Jack Barthos. Y'all about to bounce, but this is craziness. I'm gonna put y'all time out for 24 hours. You come back here, you get your mind right, man. Y'all just spamming the comments for no reason. But anyway, yeah, man. So when will Iceman drop? We don't know. We need to get a date on that album because I want to check it out. I want to see what he come with. Nizzle said, when did it all start? Kendrick is clearly an intelligent human being, though not gonna lie, he had fun with it. Drake had no fun at all. Bruh, Kendrick had all the fun. Drake, he went into crisis mode. That was a crisis. You dig? Let me get some of these clowns out there. Cause y'all not being constructive, you dig? Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, Iman Hayes says Eminem destroyed MGK, gave him PTSD. No, I disagree with you, bro. MGK, he got Eminem. He definitely got Eminem. Yeah, Ray, don't even trip all them. They don't have nothing constructive to bring to the conversation. Levi said Drake career better than Kendrick. Well, I mean, shit, it's not what it's looking like, man. It's not what it's looking like. Nizzle said midlife crisis, pushing 40, throwing slippers at drones. Yeah, that was like some little tactic. He was trying to like create content. You dig? Yeah, MGK, I thought I got him up out of here. TDMOG. Like, come on, man. That rap devil was a smack in the face, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an Eminem fan at all, but you know, objectively speaking, you know, yeah, just Jose Fernandez. Jose, shouldn't you be on the lookout for ice, homie? Mr. Fernandez, you might want to relax, Holmes. Levi said free Tory. Yeah, Tory shot himself in the foot, man. No pun intended. Tory Lanez, man. Let me tell you about Tory Lanez, man. Tory Lanez, it was inevitable for him to end up where he's at. And I'm not saying he did or he didn't. Do I believe he did? Probably. But Tory Lanez has been a disrespectful, big mouth, little shit for a long time. He's been putting hands on people. He put his hands on Travis Scott, if I'm not mistaken. Put his hands on August Alsina. That's why he got chopped up on that tier. Anybody with a brain could have saw this coming, man. Anybody with a brain could have saw this coming. You dig? Yeah. Jose, man, listen, bro. You started it. You going, you can't come in here talking crazy, man. Yeah, I Am Legend said he sure did. Tory was crashing out before the Megs. He was just a. I mean, come on, man. Like we all know a Tory Lanez, a short cat that has a Napoleon complex. That you know, a hot shot type of dude. He was a hot shot type of dude. And anybody with a brain and with eyes saw that coming, man. I saw his demise coming because he was just doing too much. That Mexican boy chopped him up, dog. They chopped him up real fine, dog. They chopped him up like a goddamn filet mignon. Jose Fernandez says, "Should you be in jail?" No, I'm on my deck, man, relaxing. I'm on my deck, relaxing, Holmes. Shout out to Belize, Dylon Bernard. Shout out to you, man. It's Nas said bad paperwork. No, what they said, you know what they said? Let's talk about the Tory thing real quick. You know what they said? They said Tory, they said he was friends with the dude that chopped him up, right? He said that, well, this is what they saying. They saying that the reason why he got chopped up was because the inmate that chopped him up, his girl was flirting with Tory. Tory decided to go tell the inmate, "Hey, man, your girl was flirting with me." I can see him doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people don't know how to move. Some cats just don't know how to move at all. You dig? Hazel Eyes, what it do? Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, man. Some dudes do not know how to move. Tory is one of those guys who just did not know how to move. First of all, let's go back to the party. Let's go back to the crime scene. Why in the hell are you riding around with a gun, right? Number one. You should have security, all right? Why are y'all I couldn't imagine being up 4, 5, 6, 7 million, and I'm lapped up in the car with some chicks and some other random people. And then I get into some wild argument. You couldn't be me, brother. It could not be me. No, sir. And then, I can see him shooting at her feet, telling her to dance. ESG Facts said, "Where's the cap button?" Well, my brother, tell me what I'm capping about. Cherie, what's up, mama? How you doing? Shout out to you. Levi said, Meg's friend says he wasn't the shooter. Well, this is why I believe he was the shooter, right? This is his words. He called the girl Kelsey the next day or whatever day. He called her from the jail phone like an idiot. This is a prime example of somebody who had one foot in the street or been around some street niggas and decided to live this life of crime and do street shit and just didn't know how to move. This dude got on the jail phone and said, "Man, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what got into me, man. I'm sorry." This is what he said. This is why I believe he was innocent all the way up until I heard that phone call. You dig? C. Wilson says she might have shot herself. Ray Minnick said that wasn't Tory's gun. It was Megan's friend's gun. Okay, that was Kelsey's gun. Okay. Rob Zombie says, "Fool." Yeah, I thought Tory was innocent until I heard that jail call. You dig? He incriminated himself. And I think that's one reason why he's still in there. Now he want to come home after he get that knife put in him. He want to come home. Like, now you want to come home and you get that knife put in you. That's not how it works, my man. It does not work like that. You dig? You don't get to come home because you got hurt, you got injured. Nizzle said, "I think there's more to it than we know. There's always three sides to every story. Yours, theirs, and the truth. Yeah, look, I'm not I'm open to hearing other sides of the stories and hearing the facts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going off I'm just going off the jail call. Y'all keep saying he innocent, but why would he get on? If he was innocent, okay, JR, West Philly, and the other cat in here. Answer me this instead of just saying the same shit over and over. Why would he get on a jail call and say that he's sorry and he don't know why he did that? You just saying he's innocent because you want him to be innocent. I'm waiting on your answer, Philly. Michael said Kelsey shot her, bro. His prints wasn't on the gun, bullets, or clip, but he had residue on his hands, right? Didn't he have residue? Didn't they find the residue on his hands? And I'm not caping for Megan. I think Megan is a slimy person for several reasons. Oh, okay, fuck it. Here we go. Look. Here we go. Check this out. This is why I don't feel no sympathy for Tory Lanez. Let's just say he didn't do it, right? Let's go with everybody's theory. He didn't do it. When, after it all happened, he started getting online, talking crazy about Meg. He started putting stuff in songs. Like, bro, why would you do that? Anybody that's really been involved in crime, anybody that's ever did anything, they know better than to go and antagonize the victim. I don't care if they didn't do it. The girl over here did it. Anybody that's been involved in it, they know the last thing you're going to do is go antagonize somebody. What you're going to do is you're going to befriend them. Hey, shorty, come on, man. Come on, be family. Come on. You need something, you need a couple dollars, come over here. Come on. You're not going to go and antagonize the young lady. And then it was all swept under the rug until he started antagonizing her. You dig? And then she like, you know what? Okay, fuck it. This nigga shot me. JR West Philly said he was talking about messing with Megan and her best friend and having them fight each other. No, my man. Go pull up the audio. He said, I don't know what got into me. I don't know why I did that. I wish I would have never did that. This is what he said. Michael said, please remember, Tory not a street ninja. Yeah, I'm aware. But he was portraying to be one. Okay? Okay, he didn't have residue on his hands? Because from what I heard, he did. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I misheard. You dig? But the bottom line is, okay, West Philly, he didn't do it. Let's say he didn't do it. The way he moved after the fact, he asked to be locked up. He asked to be locked up. Like what kind of shit are you on, man? You should know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody gets shot in my presence, right, and it's a big secret, and oh, the girl did it, and I was in the car, I'm not going to start tweeting things. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to reach out. We sending flowers. I'm going to send flowers to her. You dig? C. Wilson said he probably sorry about being messy. Greatness says all of it's true, but why is he can't stand in jail? Is it because he was faking like a gangster? Yeah, look, I mean, as you see, right, as you see his character is still getting him into trouble as he's incarcerated. Buckeye Bud says Tory was a one-hit wonder with it. Nah, man, let me tell you, man, Tory is a talented dude. I rock with his music. I rock with Tory Lanez's music. Very good artist. You know what I'm saying? What JR West Philly keeps saying, he was sorry about messing with Megan's best friend. Then our witness came for and say they seen Megan and our best friend. Go pull up the audio, dog, and see what you're saying. See how much sense it does not make. JR West Philly said they set him up. Let me guess, Rock Nation set him up. No Holds Barred says that paint or sunburn. ESG Fact says Tory dope. Yeah, Tory is dope. And it's unfortunate. Let me tell you, man, about these rappers, man. As you see, as you know, a lot of these artists, they get a couple dollars, they get some fame, and they do not know how to act. They just don't know. I'm talking about the Little Durks, the Young Thugs, all these cats, man. They get a couple dollars, and they run wild, man. JR West Philly said, did you not know a witness came for that the incident happened in front of the house? Yeah, the neighbor. They watched the whole thing and signed the affidavit, yeah. Dorsey said he was just a commissary ATN to them goons. C. Wilson said the stabbing could have been a hit or a warning to shut up. Well, they told it. Well, we heard what the stabbing was about. Michael said, everyone hit that like and share and subscribe. Yeah, shout out to you, Michael. I appreciate that, homie. Naked Freeman said, OTF. You don't hear no OTF no more. You don't hear nothing about OTF no more. OTF is it's a done deal, man. It's over. That shit is over. Greatness says, so the stabbing was a hit. No, I just told y'all, but what I heard, I forgot who said it. It was a very reliable source. In a nutshell, Tory told the dude that stabbed him that his girl was flirting with him. You dig? Over abroad. Like, this is not far-fetched. Tory gets stabbed up over abroad, over being too comfortable. Number one, I'm not even gonna be on the phone with nobody, girl. I think dude got sent to the hole or something, or he used the three-way or some shit. I don't know. But if I'm in the can, I'm not gonna sit around and talk to nobody's girl, man, like, about nothing. You know what I'm saying? West Philly said, if you know all that, you should know the witness came forward and signed the affidavit when he said he seen Tory Lanez smack something out of Kelsey's hands. It was a big flash. Okay, so I keep hearing about the witness. I heard about the witness, the dash cam or whatever the case was. He had it on camera or something. Answer this question: why wasn't it introduced to the court? Why isn't he out? JR West Philly said it doesn't matter how the way he moved if he didn't have gun residue on his hand, and if his fingerprint wasn't on a gun, he don't need to be locked up. I need you to do me a favor, dog. Hop off real quick and double check if he had residue on his hands, because I'm pretty sure that he had residue. Him and Kelsey had gun residue on their hand. Yeah, fuck it, free Tory, cuz like I don't want to see nobody locked up. I'm not advocating for him to be locked up. My whole point, listen, everybody that's defending Tory, listen, my whole point is, and this shit, everybody should learn from this, man. My whole point is, it's just like Hulk Hogan, man. You gotta watch how you treat people out here. You gotta watch how you move out here. You dig? And people as fortunate as Tory Lanez, man, you know, you gotta really tighten up, man. Michael said, they set bro up. Remember the witness that changed his statement. JR West Philly said, you ain't got the tweak is all. Y'all get on social media and tell everything. You ain't got the tweak is all y'all. I don't know what the hell you saying, homie. But you on the internet with me, bro. You telling it all too. We're telling it all together, aren't we? Cherry the Gas Man, shout out to you, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. I'm not involved in any street activity. You dig? JR West Philly said, how is his character getting him in trouble? We don't know what happened to that man, why he really got stabbed in prison. All right, cuz, all right, okay. You are definitely a Tory fan. Shout out to you, man. Capalot says, stop lying, you thug. All right, man. Well, listen, man, great stream today. I got things to do. Um, we will be back. I'm about to be out of town. I'm gonna be streaming from the beach, so y'all can tap in, um, and we can chop it up. You dig? Y'all know how we do. Top Flight TV. I'm out. Peace.